You send a text, and then spend the next 2 hours replaying every word you wrote. Your brain isn't broken, so why does it keep looping on things you can't change?
Why do I overthink everything?
Okay, so, the thing is, your brain is basically running through every possible thing that could go wrong. Like, it won't stop because it thinks one more run through might actually protect you. And I don't know, that kind of makes sense, right? Because if you've been embarrassed before, or someone rejected you, or something went really badly, your mind it remembers that. And it goes, okay, what if we just check one more time? What if we miss something? What if there's still a risk we haven't spotted yet? And the loop keeps going because, what if stopping too early is the mistake? What if the one time you stop thinking is the one time something actually goes wrong? So it just keeps running the scenarios, keeps looking for the hidden thing, the danger that hasn't shown itself yet. It's not being silly, it genuinely believes another thought might finally make things safe. I don't know, is that not terrifying?
Why do I overthink everything?
The reason the mind keeps looping is actually quite straightforward. It is attempting to eliminate the discomfort of not knowing. If you can map every possible outcome before committing to a decision, you do not have to sit with uncertainty. That is the goal. And I do not think that is unreasonable. Uncertainty is genuinely unpleasant. The problem is that the mapping never fully completes. There is always one more variable, one more scenario that has not been accounted for. So the thinking continues. It becomes a kind of endless planning document that never reaches a final version. When things feel unpredictable or out of order, the mind does not relax. It tightens. It turns a simple choice into a matrix of conditions and contingencies. The thinking feels like progress because it is structured and deliberate, but it is not moving toward a decision. It is simply trying to make the future feel manageable before anything has actually happened.
Yes, well, the issue here is actually a rather fundamental one. The mind is applying a problem-solving process to situations that are not, strictly speaking, problems with solutions. You see, analysis works beautifully for calculable things. Trade-offs, data, outcomes with measurable probabilities. But when you apply that same process to, I don't know, how someone felt about something you said, or whether a decision reflects the kind of person you are, well, the machinery keeps running because there is no clean answer to arrive at. It keeps collecting information, weighing options, looking for the optimal choice, and, the thing is, many real situations are simply too subjective or too unknowable to resolve that way. So the thinking feels enormously productive. It feels like progress. But it is a treadmill, motion without destination. Put simply, the mind is trying to calculate its way through something that cannot be calculated.
Why do I overthink everything?
Oh, sweetheart, so much of it is about other people, isn't it? We replay conversations because we care how we came across. We reread messages trying to figure out if someone's upset with us. We run through what we should have said, what we might say next time, whether we said the wrong thing, and push someone away without even realizing it. And that's not a weakness, dear. That's just how deeply we need each other. Connection matters to us. It always has. So when we're not sure where we stand with someone, or we're worried we might have caused some hurt, the mind just keeps going back over it, trying to find the perfect thing to say, trying to make sure everyone's okay, that nothing's been broken, that we haven't stepped wrong somewhere. We just want to keep things safe between us and the people we love. That's really all it is.
Mate, I'm going to be straight with you. Half the time the thoughts won't stop because your body is in a state. You're not sleeping right, or you've had too much coffee, or you've been stressed for weeks, and your whole system is just keyed up. That's when the thoughts get sticky. That's when everything feels like a big deal. Your brain gets more reactive when the body is under pressure. It's just how the wiring works, little buddy. It's not some deep mystery. Poor sleep, not eating properly, running on stress hormones for months on end. Your body's already in a heightened state, so the mind goes hunting for threats to match it. The loop isn't just in your head, mate. It's in your gut, your shoulders, your chest. The body's trying to burn off the tension, but all it's doing is keeping itself wound up tighter. Sort the body out and the thoughts calm down. Simple as that.
Why do I overthink everything?
My child, the mind that loops and the body that cannot settle are often telling the same story. They are trying to outrun pain. Mistakes that linger in the memory, moments of rejection, the quiet dread of choosing wrong. These are the things the thinking is circling around. It believes that if it just keeps searching, it will finally find the version of the future that holds no hurt. But certainty is not a place you can think your way into. The river does not stop flowing because you have mapped every bend. Some things can only be known by moving through them, not by standing at the edge imagining what the water will feel like. Overthinking is not a flaw in you, child. It is a kind of caring, a strategy that once kept you safe and now simply does not know when to rest. The thought that spins the longest is usually the one trying hardest to protect you.
If you made it this far, you're gonna want to see what comes next. Hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video, and click the video on screen now to keep learning more. See you in the next video.